10 on a Tuesday, and we are going to teach you a new step today called a riff, okay? So if you joined and you watched last week, whether that was live or in the replay, we did a paradiddle last week. The week before, I taught in Irish because it was St. Patrick's Day week. But today's riff is very similar to what we did last week as far as a paradiddle goes. Actually, when I showed it to Aziel this morning, he said, "Isn't that just a backwards paradiddle?" And I was like, yeah. But you know what? Until he said that this morning, I've never even realized that those are so similar. So I've always taught them kind of back to back like this for specific reasons, but I've never realized that it literally is almost a backwards paradiddle. So that's ridiculous that I've never realized that. I've been doing this for a very long time. Kind of love it when you get fresh perspective. So let's jump into a riff. We're going to start today with a 4-count riff, okay? Yeah, you face the back, Aziel, and then I'll face this way. A 4-count riff has exactly that, 4 sounds. Now, for the most part, it's going to feel like a paradiddle in the sense that we're only using the bottom of the toe and the heel. We're just using the flat parts of the shoe, okay? So we're going to start, he's going to face the back. We're going to start with digging our right foot down into the floor, right where you're at. Now you're going to scuff that forward. Then you're just going to drop that heel down where you are, and then drop your toe down, okay? So that's your 4 sounds. So let's do that again. Right foot, 5, 6, 7, 8. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now before we go on, I want you to see how when I drop my toe, I bent my knee. In tapping, as I said last week, and I'll say every single week that we tap together, we always keep our knees bent, okay? We don't want to have straight legs. Don't lock your legs out. Bend your knees and get in this like sitting, relaxed position. So let's do it again. Let's do it on the left foot this time. I'm going to face the back. So starting with the ball of the foot, scuff the heel forward, put the heel down, and then drop the toe. Ready? 5, 6, 7, we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bending your knees. Let's do it facing them now. You can face with me, okay? So we're going to do 2 in a row. We're going to do right foot, left foot. Ready? 5, 6, 7, we go. Ball of the foot, 1, scuff, heel, drop. Left foot, ball, scuff, heel, drop. Now, as you can see, this kind of walks us forward. So wherever you are at home, you want to try to make sure you're moving that leg forward. When you put it down, keep putting your weight forward and move with it, okay? So we're listening for 4 sounds. Let's do 8 of them. So Aziel, let's come way back here. And it's going to be kind of a close-up of backs of our legs for a second. But as we move forward, you'll see the feet again. Ready? 5, 6, 7, we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Toe, scuff, heel, drop, toe, scuff. 4 more. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more. Toe, scuff, heel, drop, toe, scuff, heel, drop. So we ran out of space, but you can do them in place. Now, I want to point out 2 more things with this before we move on to the next thing I wanted to show you. With a 4-count riff, it's going to swing forward. So I want you to envision being like at the beach. I grew up in Florida. So be at the beach and you have sand, and when you put your toe down, you're kind of going to dig it into the sand, that nice wet sand, fresh from when the water came up, right? So we're going to put that there, but when you scuff, I want you to try to kick some sand forward, so you're really getting a good heel approach to the floor. If you're doing this barefoot, I don't want you to bruise your heel, but I do want you to put your foot into the ground. So sneakers are best at home if you're tapping. If you tap barefoot, which I used to do all the time when I was a kid, didn't bother me. But as I got older, I would bruise the bottoms of my feet. So be careful of tapping barefoot. But really press down into the floor on that, so that then you would have some good sound when you had your tap shoes on. And on this one, remember, bend your knee so you can get a nice loud toe drop. So in tap dancing, yes, we're bending our legs and we're engaging in our quads and all that stuff, but we're really using our shins a lot. So just take a second and just do toe drops like this. So he's trying to outpower me here. He's trying to be louder. He's making me work. I like it. Okay, now you have to do your left foot. Oh. So toe drops on your left. Okay, so while you're watching this, I want you to keep this in mind. So when you are done with this, we only have a few more minutes left, but when you're done with this, I want you to put on a song. or just do it without a song if that's more fun for you, but I like music. So put on a song and just toe drop like this for as long as you can. After a while, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, my legs are burning. And that is the beauty of tap dancing. Yeah, and you can switch it up like he's doing. That's easier though. When you switch feet like that, it gives your leg just a tiny break in between, but stay on one foot. And see how many toe drops you can do as loud as you can until your foot's like cramping up. It's very fun. Okay, so the 4 count riff is the one we did where we move forward. I want to take a second and do the 3 count riff. Let me check and make sure no one is messaging. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to keep going because I know a lot of people can't watch live because 10 a.m. on a Tuesday is in the middle of the morning of a work day for most people. So we homeschool, hence why my kid can be home with me, but I really want to make this accessible so the replays are always available. And if you are watching the replay, do hashtag replay, okay, and let me know where you're at. But the next one is a 3 count riff. So we started with the 4, which seems like it's more advanced because it's the 4 count, but it's actually easier because we're going to put our weight down every single time. A 3 count is a little bit more tricky because you got to balance on your supporting leg. So we're just going to do the first part. 1, 2, and then we're going to do the heel of our supporting leg. So you got to balance there, okay? Now the next one, that's a 3 count going forward. 3 count coming back just starts like a paradiddle does from last week. So we go heel, crush, heel. Exactly. So this swings forward. I'm going to face you. He's going to face the back. It swings forward almost like a pendulum. 1, 2, 3. Heel, crush, heel. 1, 2, 3. Heel, crush, heel. 1, 2, 3. Heel, crush, heel. Okay, so it's harder to go forward?
No, I keep scuffing forward.
Oh, he's moving forward. You know what? That's actually normal. I want to point that out. Thanks, Azile. So when you're doing this, sometimes people will chug forward. You can do that for fun. You can totally do that for fun. And if you find that you're falling forward, if you're like trying to keep your balance, remember, bend your supporting leg. Okay? And let's do both feet. So let's switch to our left foot for a second. So we're going to go ball of the foot, scuff. That's your first 2 sounds. Now the 3rd sound is on the supporting leg. Now let's go backwards. Heel, brush it back, heel. Okay? So that's your 3 count. So let's put these 2 together. Let's do 4 count, 4 count, 3 count, 3 count. Okay? So the 3 counts are going to stay on the same foot. 4 counts are going to switch feet. Scooch back just a tad. You have some space. Ready? Here we go. Right foot. 5, 6, 7. We go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Did you do a heel on your supporting leg? I caught him. Maybe. So we go. 1, 2. Drop it down. 3, 4. Other foot. 1, 2. Drop it down. 3, 4. Now we're going to stay on this foot. 1, 2, 3. Coming back. 1, 2, 3. So the 3 count swings front and then back. I teach this to him while we're live, so that way I can see where I need to stop and break it down. Since I can't see you guys, this is very, very helpful for me. So I hope this helps you. If you find that you have the same struggles like Azile where I stop and I correct him, or if you're like, that was easy, I want to go faster or harder, let me know. Okay, keep me posted in the comments. So 1, back to the 3 count. 1, 2, 3. Now bring it back. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay, now let's do one more 4 count. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the difference between your 3 and your 4 is the 3 has the supporting leg heel in there. The 4 only has sounds on the working leg. Does that make sense? So let's do that again. We're going to do 2 4 counts, 2 3 counts, and 1 more 4 count. Here we go. So 2 4 counts. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 4 count. We go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 3 count. 1, 2, supporting leg. 1, 2, supporting leg. 4 count. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Okay, so that's your pattern to practice. That is 10 minutes. We're going to go, we've gone over maybe by like a minute. I want to show it to you quicker so you can hear it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can change up this rhythm. It can be whatever you like that singing. Yeah, you can change it up. Or you can keep it all very even. 1, 2, 4 counts. He's doing the 4 count. Remember, if it's a 4 count, you have 4 sounds. 3 count has 3 sounds. So I gave you 2 steps today, not just one, but they're both a riff, okay? A riff just kind of swings forward with that foot. Just like last week, find a spot in your house, whatever spot that may be. Find a new spot this week, though. Try not to make it always the same location. That gets mundane, especially if you're doing this with your kids, with your family. So find a new spot. Azal, where should our spot be this week where we do our riffs?
The kitchen?
The kitchen? Okay, so we're going to do it in the kitchen. At the sink maybe, or like at the refrigerator? Or at the pantry?
Sink.
Sink. Okay, so every time we're at the sink, we're going to do, let's say we're going to do 4 of each. We're going to do 4 4 counts and 4 3 counts. That's what we're going to do. Yeah? Sound deal? Okay, perfect. So you find your location, pick how many you're going to do, or if you want to do the whole pattern, and make that the way that you practice this week. Let me know in the comments if you're doing the hashtag replay, if you watch the replay, and let me know, do you have a favorite? Do you prefer the 3 count or the 4 count? Maybe you just want to stand and do 3 count the whole time. Maybe that's what you do in your spot. You do 15 of these, or whatever, okay? Or you decide that you're going to do 4 counts when you walk around your kitchen. Okay? I hope everybody has an incredible Tuesday. Thank you so much for being a part of Tap in 10, and we will see you guys next week. I have another fun step for next week, and it's going to start building on some momentum. And then in another, we're going to do another 3 steps, another 3 weeks, I believe is what I have on my calendar. We're going to put all these together, and you guys are going to have your first little tap dance. So let's keep going, guys. Have a great day. Bye.